Hi, this is me, and today we have to be just cover this up about the topic which is the named of how to not get attacked by anxiety, which is a very invincible, and this is very developed in a kind of your inner soul. That's why people can eventually disable by it so, but you can feel it throughout your heart and of course your mood swings, which is felt like in a bipolar disorders. That's something made you in specific of points, like you're in mood swings, you're in maniac situations, and it's really being not your fault at all. It's simply teenage, those kind of ages, or it's adulteryhood, right? So it's a kind of your whole being is being evolved in a certain of way. So it's going to have motion in your whole position at itself, and it's kind of your own human body of form that's going to be really trained in the full of specific points that's you be emerged in the loop of inner being. So in these very kind of thoughts that I have been spoken with lots of people, I have so about the enormous of topics I can just be contributed to that very of my kind and closest one, that kind of friends, and we have just got noticed that in some other discussion of points have really popped it out that anxiety, it's about not a disorder particularly, it's about something that people could feel it their initial emotional drama, which is feeling emotionally bondage with something that's not going to be always be any kind of be a person, or it's going to be in short of the ways like any kind of materialistic things or into your passions, of course, anything that you could love and die for it. So being beloved with the points, you have to be very immersed with that subjectual of points or that your materialistic attachment, and that's going to be really crooked your mind, right? So wherever it's something disturbed you, but how could you be just evaporated it from your this mental health? Because right now, and of course, it's a Western countries, the development, it could be just coming out this notion which is being we talked about right now, our mental health. It was not being such a misery, but it's happyful. I mean, it's a content of emotion that we are finally talking about something which is related in mental health or some subjectual of points which is very vital of it. So I could have some three or four options, or I said it so in the very previous of my own videos, and of course in this video from the starting of points, that we have been beginning with this our own analyzement, which is called the self-analysis. So a self-analyze, it means something you can know about your own self and try to knowing about your whole inner soul, because still we are not very much of points to reveal our truthness. We always being evaporated in something, always being recovered with our cure, or it's going to be something which is you feel disturbed in your mind, that going to be we are a fakest person in the whole world. We try to be like pretending, which is the exact point of we are pretending nowadays very much, but not to reveal our trueness of one. Pretending, which is the meaning of not very filthier thing. It's a very old in such of the position and situation, like based on it basis on the some other situation. You can't be pretended in each and every of time. You can't be always as a dramatic person in every time. It actually has gotten some position or some scenarios that you have revealed or which is being faced off by yourself. Okay. So it's something. I'll just give you some other tips. I feel it. I actually spoken it about in my previous of the video about this meditation. Okay. So meditation can help you on lots of ways. Because whenever you do meditation, your concentrate power is going to be always involved in something, whatever you cannot even see, which is being very invincible one, but still it's not to be very gurgling to your own mind. It's not being very gloomy to be always, tighter in your heart. It gives you a refreshment, a breathing system, which is inhaling, which is inherent of your own mind also. Okay. And the second point I going to be have say so and spoken it about those specific of point, writing a journal by yourself over yourself, because whenever you are writing on something that could be about any kind of topics over you, without you, apart from your side of corner, which is beyond of your whole life, a particular of something that you could be triggered or in your childhood phase that could be really harmful to you. Okay, so whenever you write on something that's going to be really helpful to you, be as a cured from your sickness. Why I have marked on this point or remarked on it like a sickness? Because we feel it like we are getting an impression that means we are in something wherever you cannot even get out from that zone. We are just putting ourselves as a victim, but it's not. It's about your feelings. Feelings can be going out, coming on. It's a visitors. Feelings and emotions are totally visitors. It has nothing to be empathetic with it. So whenever you shown empathy to others, it means your feelings. You have felt to that another friend, so it could be your any relatives, might be yourself also in some of times. But in the few of times, you can't be caught up with these things like, oh, I'm writing such of the disorder things, the bad luck things, or the mood swings, whenever you just get into some manic positions or some disabled moments. So it has turned to be always reduced it up, but in which ways? We have to do something, take our own position, like take some actions within, so then we could be felt, oh, it's started subdue with it, started decline from our this mind. Because still, for this generation, mindset is everything. Because we are thirsty for success. Success means, I don't know what about your own opinions, but I feel a great peaceful of night at your any kind of cozy position. It could be your bed, it could be any rather than things. Okay. So whenever you feel such of the mindfulness of peace, that sleep at night, which is being an extraordinary, your own treasure of life. That moments you cannot even forget, because see, we are eventually desire for our success and another parts of like in hand of these parts, we are being died for our peace and our sleep. Some of times we can be slept out because we are not sleeplessness as a nocturnal person, but I don't know, they have full of the bank of monies, they could have fixed it up, deposit up, but the sleep is the only problem. But there's nothing to be have any kind of seeking some problem, but going to be sorted out with the solution. The solution is meditation, journal of yourself. Okay. And also, third point I could share with you, that is as much as care of your own responsibilities. What should I be not saying, taking care of yourself, like self-care. Some of times extraordinary self-care being a narcissist things, self-care is okay, fine. We have to be curing ourselves, because in spiritual ways, if I could see on that, or on terms of points, so in terms of it, this is a body, okay, wherever it's each and everything has developed. So it's a temple, right? It's a temple that we are being devotion at it. If our own body could not be respond anything else, if we do any kind of our best efforts, we have been putting over it such of that random positions, just going through, but can we succeed at it? So why not we have been a successor of this position of that points in particularly? Because we are into some bad moods, we are into some bedridden position. So how could we be just seeing our that goals, which is particularly for deserving us, we deserve something on ourselves. And fourth position, I could say so, always be think about some positive things. Some of times we could feel, being alerted, being awareness, it means not you are thinking about always negative things, like, person, it's going to be have a example to you. I know I'm just giving you some other and very tiny examples, like a thief is entered your room, it has some knife which is being sharpened at it, and it's going to be throw at your own heart. It's just going to be really trip of your own self at your back. You feel it. Okay, it's not throwing off your own senses into a negative zone, but instead of it in a positive of manners, in a way, you could just be developed or being attitudeic with it. So because our attitude actually gives us a thousand of things, which is being given us a random of position, right? So there could be a single of things that will not be taken care of it. So just taking care of your attituding manner. Okay, that's many things is being as a vacant position. So we are putting in emotions over there continuously, but it's not a thing. We have to do it. So I hope so. It's really being greatest way to be journaling to myself throughout this version of that time. So whatever it's, I'm just giving you some other your points of mine. If you feel it's really being accepting to your expect of your own exceptional of mindset, then you can pick it up. Otherwise it's just really depending on you. So thank you. So from myself, it's been signing off, and I'm just giving you some other details of. I just give you some other videos that might be really relatable of you. I don't know, but you have to go in for some reward of yourself. Okay, then it's been really nice to talk with each and everybody else. So I have to just see you soon in very quick videos of mine. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.